Hi, Phil Aston here from Now Spinning Magazine with another album review, and this is one of my favourite bands at the moment, and the album is Aces High, and it's from When Rivers Meet. I interviewed this band not that long ago when they were pulling this album together, and it's gone beyond all of my expectations, and I was so thrilled to read at the time of me doing this review. Now, this is a band that have done all of this on their own. They have no major record label behind them, no big management company, no big PR company. They are a self-contained unit. The two of them, obviously, I think Grace has got a sister on board doing various things, but they are a self-contained unit that just believe in themselves. And in this day and age, when so many bands are complaining about everything or can't get heard and can't make it, and it's difficult out there, and it is, this band have shown that through creating a community around their music and being accessible and reaching out, they are building a network that has supported them to such a degree that this album in the UK went in at number 9 in the album charts on their own. In fact, in the midweek charts, it was even higher than that and above the 50th anniversary of Dark Side of the Moon. I think it's 6,600 copies, and I think Dark Side of the Moon was 6,900, so they were nearly ahead of Pink Floyd. Now, in the indie chart in the UK, they're number 3. They are above so many other big names, straight in. They deserve all of the praise for this. So any of you thinking, well, it's because all the fans bought it, they have those fans. People have supported them, pledged towards it, and all the rest of it. But the music, does it warrant that? It's their best album by far. So what is the music like? What's the album like? I've just said it's their best one so far, and it is. I've got to make a mention here of the guy who's done the producing, because they do have this absolutely wonderful guy called Adam Bowers. He plays keys, bass and drums, right? And he's engineered and produced it. Now, this guy has an ear for music. He really does. The drums are Led Zeppelin. They are channeling Led Zeppelin, but they're also the nearest sound. I mean, I could mention bands like the Pretty Reckless. There's a feel of that, especially on some of Gracie's vocals. Blues rock. Again, I'm going to mention Led Zeppelin. Placebo is another band that came up. But if there's a nearest point for me as a reference point, it's Jeff Beck, and I'm talking about the sound of the albums more than they sound like Jeff Beck. They don't. They sound like When Rivers Meet. But there's Jeff and You Had It Coming. There's a feel on there where Jeff had a female vocalist on that album at places, Rumble and Tumbling, I think, Roll and Tumbling. And that kind of echo, distorted kind of feel of the guttural rawness of the blues that When Rivers Meet on Aces Are High, I've tapped into that. I also think, because a lot of people see this as a blues rock album because that's where they came in, but this is way beyond that. This is contemporary. This could be at any music festival in 2024. When Rivers Meet could sit on there with any act that you could pitch this against. Royal Blood or that. Royal Blood, that's a good, again, the drum sound of Royal Blood, that kind of feel. There's that kind of feel in the music. It's now. This is a new band that's well worth supporting. If you're young music fan, you'll just love them. And for older music fans, this is what you can really get your teeth into and think, yes, the future is safe with guitars. It really, really is. Grace Bond, vocals, violin, mandolin, and Aaron Bond, vocals and guitar. This is one hell of a talented couple. The first track, which is called Infected, is absolutely stunning. And then Seen It All Before is the second track. Real swampy blues. This is why I feel like I got almost a placebo vocal, really. Drum sound is just off the scale. Play My Game, some of the best blues vocals with a woman singing I've heard for years. Honestly, it's just fantastic. There's stop-start riffs, the great drum fills, atmospheric backing vocals. There's also a lot of C6 Steve in here. I know that Aaron loves C6 Steve, and there's a real C6 Steve kind of raw vibe in the guitar. It really is. There's another track called Golden. This starts as an acoustic on acoustic guitar. I actually felt this was channeling some Tedeschi Trucks here, one of my favourite bands. It had a real Tedeschi Trucks kind of feel. Absolutely loved it. It's sung by Aaron, and Grace joins after I think this first verse, and it sounds fantastic. And then the title track, Aces Are High, C6 Steve again, swampy guitar, blues and stuff. But this is like, it's 4/4 in timing, but it's kind of almost, it's so stop-start. It almost sounds like it's standing still, treading water. Absolutely fantastic. They do this a lot. It's a real kind of, as I said, raw blood kind of feel to it, or Pretty Reckless, that kind of sound. But it is also 100% When Rivers Meet. They have really found their feet on this. They really, really have. Trial to Avalon. This is one of my favourite tracks, actually. Aaron sings this, and Grace joins in with a few of the chorus. To great effect. There's a wonderful, almost floating slide guitar solo in amongst the mix here as well. And then Perfect Stranger. This is a great rock song. It's more of a straight rock song in a way. Great riff. Production is really, really good, but it has a absolutely amazing climax to the song. It just lifts it to another level. It really does. And The Secret, I put here, grungy riff. It's a very intricate song, the most intricate on the album. That's how it sounds to me. There's a bits where it moves in different directions, pulls back at the chorus. Great slide work. At about 2 minutes 15 seconds in, there's a change of pace with a real kind of grungy feel into the music, and I absolutely love it. And then we've got By Your Side, which is dual vocal, laid back blues ballad. It is a blues ballad, and it's really nicely sung, really floats. Great. The sequencing of the album is fantastic, and this fits in there really well. And then the last track, which is 5 Minutes Until Midnight, great title. This is my favourite song, I think, of the whole album. This is When Rivers Meet. Swampy riffs, great swing, great groove, wonderful vocals by everybody, and it's wonderful dirty slide guitar, fantastic drums. This is When Rivers Meet, and the other albums are great and well worth checking out, but I feel that on this one it's all come together, and in a way it's all come together because I'll say this for them so they can straight in at number 9 in the charts. It doesn't matter if people look at the charts and go, oh, well, they got in, a band with no major record deal or backing. They've done this on their own because the fans of this band are just there behind them because of the way that they've curated this relationship and this community of people. This is how this band, When Rivers Meet, Grace and Aaron, should be a shining light and a beacon for all new musicians out there or people in bands thinking, what do we do? How do we get noticed? Watch When Rivers Meet. Live, I missed them when they came to Cornwall recently, but watch the videos on YouTube. They are fantastic live, great performers. Grace has got a fantastic voice. Just vocally, the lyrics, everything about this is well worth listening to. It's on splatter vinyl and also on CD, which is what I have here. And you can get signed copies directly from their website, which is where all this comes from. Don't go to Amazon, you won't find it. Go to Bandcamp, go to the website and get it straight, literally, from Aaron and Grace. Aces Are High, When Rivers Meet. It's out now. and it's selling really, really well. So thank you for watching. Thank you for checking out Now Spinning magazine. Check out the website, nowspinning.co.uk. Check us out on Twitter, X, Instagram, LinkedIn, and of course the private Facebook group, which is full of collectors, lots of fans who When Grooves Meet are in there currently, and also bands like Cats in Space and Tempt. There's so much new rock music out there to just absorb yourself in. Really, really is. Remember, music is the healer and the doctor. Stay safe, everybody. Keep spinning those discs, and I shall see you very, very soon.